Do you hear the soundtrack at all, Doug, or do I need to turn it up more? Or... Okay. Is that better? Better? I just never want it to be overpowering me, you know? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let me switch over to this. I like switched monitors this time, so I have to look that way for chat. Alright, so gonna rank my favorite Naruto characters. This is mainly just this anime sucks. I haven't watched it. I mean, you need to watch it, and I'll definitely. There will be some spoilers in this, obviously, because I'm talking about my favorite characters, but I will try to minimize spoilers for anyone watching. But yeah, I want to rank these based on my personal opinion of them. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone in this list, but I had to pick and choose because there were some tier lists that were missing some characters I wanted to rank, and then I found one that kind of included too many. So I had to fiddle through all of this, and I came up with this, and I'm pretty sure I'm still missing like one or two. Naruto's straight to annoying. Like for example, I went through that whole list like probably 25 times. I could not find the weird bow guy from the Sound 4. So when we get there, I'll just say where he's at, and you're just going to have to remember that forever. Yeah, this is just my personal opinion. Odds are, because I want to post this on YouTube, odds are I'm going to offend too many hardcore fans, but it'll be fine. I have semi-tough skin that I pretend. Bad opinion is bad. Perfect. Yeah, we're just gonna start from the protagonist, Naruto. It's kind of hard not to put him up there because that's who we follow through like 90% of the story. So he is an S tier, and I actually do think that he is a good protagonist. He goes through a lot of change. Starts off with nothing, and then has to earn all of his friendships and bonds and all that stuff. Sasuke, I feel like a lot of them are just going to be towards the top. At least for like the first like 20 people, they're going to be up here. Sasuke, I like more than Naruto, but they are kind of like the polar opposites of the show. Naruto starts with nothing, gains everything, and Sasuke has a lot, and then he loses it all, and then you see how they interact throughout both shows. And I'm not going to base this off of any of the Boruto show, by the way. One, because I'm not caught up, and two, it's bad. Sakura. So it's like Sakura isn't a bad character. There's just a point where she's just not around, and they just sexist if not as well, she's just not around for a lot of it. Like she didn't go on the mission to hunt for Sasuke, and then a lot of Shippuden she's gone. Like, but I know she's important in the village. as like one of the best medical ninja, and she's a good combat ninja as well. But I want to put her in the A tier at least because she is still a very important character, and she isn't annoying. Kakashi also S tier. He's probably going to be on top of there for a while. He's just cool. That's all I'll say. He's just a cool guy. One of my favorite characters in the whole show. Koronai Sensei. She can belong there. She's also just not around that much. But I think the times where she is involved, like with her students and with Asuma, and when that thing happens, dude, Wyatt, you have no, because okay, let me show you an example. Okay, so there's a picture of Sasuke, all right. There's like a picture of Naruto, but that's probably based on this character. But there's another picture of Naruto, and there's a picture of Pain. There's another picture of Pain around here. There's a picture of Nagato, and that's the only picture of Tamari on the whole entire thing. And I tried looking multiple times, and it just, that's the one. Hinata. Sorry, Sakura, get back there. Hinata is the best. The fact that she stood up against Pain. Blind girl isn't blind. She is blind, sort of. And they're not blind. They just see different, Doug. They see the chakra points. Silly. God, watch a show. But yeah, the fact that she stood up against the big bad to save her boo. Love Hinata. Shino can be in the B tier. I want to say upper B for now. It's kind of that same situation with like Sakura. I wish Shino was involved more often in the show, because even though like I don't like insects, I think the idea of like insect jutsu is really cool. And every time he was involved, they showed like his smarts. He even becomes a teacher in Boruto, but we have to push that aside. Remember when I got made fun of by you and Haley? Yeah. Well, which time? That's like a daily thing. Hakamaru is B for best boy. Kiba, unfortunately, his dog is cooler, but he can be in the upper C tier. The fact that he thought that he was going to be Naruto's rival on the trail to becoming Hokage, wild. It's not going to happen, but you know, big dreams, I guess. Asuma Sensei, he can be in the A tier below Hinata, just because when he was mattering most, it was kind of at the end. Shikamaru. I love me some Shikamaru. But how much do I love Shikamaru? Shikamaru is also one of my top favorites. I like Shadow Clone Jutsu. It's unique. And also, his whole thing is just outsmarting everybody. And it's always cool to see him go against like someone who's outrageously strong, and him either A, hold his own or just win. Ino can go above Sakura. Ino's honestly one of my favorite girls in the show. No, she can go behind Sakura. Just because, I don't know, I feel like without her actual squad, she doesn't really do much. But she was very important in the Ninja War, so. Choji. can go right behind Asuma. My favorite fight with him, of course, is with when the Sound 4, when I don't want to say exactly what he did because I hope Doug watches one day, but he does something very cool. I wish he would use that more often. I wish all of the people who went to go save Sasuke, I wish after that point they would have just had like almost upgrades in a sense, so they could have been more valuable in Shippuden. Might guy is top of A tier. He's only not S tier because he honestly does kind of annoy me a little bit. But his fight with Kisame and Madara is fucking buck wild. Rock Lee. I don't know. I love Rock Lee to death. But I don't know. They did him so dirty in Shippuden. He goes from being like the underdog that we all root for because he doesn't have any access to like genjutsu, and then he beats up crazy strong guys like on multiple occasions, and then we barely see him in all of Shippuden. And even in the Ninja Wars, like, where was he? Some other people had more TV time. He deserved better. He was like my number one favorite for so long, and then he was just done dirty. Like, treat him like an afterthought. Neji, honestly, I like Neji. Yeah, that feels better. This feels better. Yeah. Neji only really got like a few moments in the show as well. The big one being towards the end, which because to me he used to be like down here for me until that last moment, and I was like, oh, I do appreciate you, Neji. Tenten, you're in D tier. Sorry. You got the shit stick. You are the Donatello of the group. Sorry. You can only do so much with ninja tools. The sand teacher. I mean, he was a douche, but that was like his role, so you can be over there, I guess. Gaara is amazing. Kanguro is behind the good boy, but above Kiba, because puppet jutsu is cool. Tamari. I'm just not the biggest fan of Tamari. I don't even know what it is. She can be behind Kiba. Zabuza is honestly one of the best villains. It just sucks that he wasn't around very long. I'll put him behind Sakura. And Haku can be right behind him because they go in tandem together. I mainly just included the kid from that arc too because he was like the first one to like, well, I shouldn't say the first one. The first one out of like a select few that actually like was behind Naruto, so you can be in C tier. He was literally like only 10 episodes into the whole show, but he's ranked above 10 because he did what he was supposed to do. Kabuto went from like a nerd underling of Orochimaru to being a pretty viable villain. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. To me, I just never really got behind him that well, even as like a big deal. So, good boy. Orochimaru is a badass villain. Yes. You can go there. This guy's annoying as hell, even though he had a cool little moment in the war. Konohamaru's awesome. He's cooler than... Okay, come here. Cooler than Kiba. And that's without me including the Boruto stuff. Because he does get a little cooler there. These guys are annoying as hell. This guy... You know, I should make an F tier. Make this one blue. No. Make it... No. Go to that. Let's just do that one. And I'll make this one... Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen at all. Make this one F. Sorry. And then I'll put these guys in here. They're just your standard ninja people who show up actually a lot. If I had to say which one's like my favorite one, I like this one the most, and that one the least most. And these guys held the tuning exams, and that's what I remember as for like the rest of the show. Every time they pop, I'm like, hey, they're from the tuning exams. The sound people, I actually like these villains. I thought they were pretty cool, like student villains at first, before like the sand ones. This one can be last because I liked her interaction with Sakura, which made her like grow a little bit. Jiraiya. I think this is the one where I'll get the most hate, because I think most people would put him up here, but I like him, but not that much. I don't know, I just never got behind him until like the big fight, so yeah, I might change it later on. I don't know. Okay, I do like him more than Choji. Okay, I like him more than Asuma, but I don't like him more than Hinata. Okay, that helped me a lot more. And all these guys, all the toads. I'll probably get flack for this most. This guy annoyed the hell out of me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I watched the dub until Shippuden, and I don't know. This guy just annoyed the hell out of me. This guy was fairly cool, and then I couldn't find the other sage toad, so she'll just be with him, and it was all right. It was all right. You can go there. You know, you can go there. Sure. Okay, so the sound 5. So we're gonna wherever I put, I can't remember his name. Wherever I put this guy is where the bow guy will also be, because I pretty much like them about the same. This one I liked more than them, more than this guy, more than him. Okay, I'm giving this kid way too much fucking credit. Go back down there. So yeah, bow guy's gonna be with this guy. Yes. And then he was kind of just like brute force, which was okay because it worked good for Choji. The fight with the bow guy and Neji, I thought was really cool, and then showed the Byakugan very well, and like what he can do with the chakra points. And then for her, I thought her power was scary as hell. The summoning those three guys. I thought that against Shikamaru was probably one of my favorite fights of that arc. Yeah, you can go above. You can go above Ino as well. This guy's power was kind of cool, but it is limited. You can go with the other one. So imagine there's a bow guy right above him. He's just chilling right above him. You can't see it, but he's there. Now, Kimimaru is badass. His fight with Gaara and Rock Lee is probably one of my favorite moments of Naruto growing up as a kid. I haven't rewatched it, so I don't know if it like holds up at all. But yeah, you can go up there. He's a villain I thought should have been held at a higher tier than where he was because his powers were awesome. But I'm also glad that they didn't do it, so someone like Gaara and Rock Lee could be the ones to take him down, and now it's just like, oh, save us, Naruto! Oh my god. Danzo, he's a good villain, but I'm sorry, you just annoy the fuck out of me. Not as much as everyone else. I don't know why. It's just whenever he's on screen, I just get kind of bored. Grandma from the Sand. You can be above. You can be right behind. You can be right behind Tamari. Yeah, that's a good spot for you, I think. You made me feel things at one point for like the 15 episodes you're involved with the show. Yeah, sure. Now we're going to the Akatsuki. Super Puppet Guy. One of the better fights of Shippuden, I think. For that, you can rank high B. And your story, you actually had like a story. There we go. Datara. I kind of just got annoyed that he was around for so long. You know? It's like, we get it. You blow stuff up. You chew on clay. Cool. You can be above the sound 3. Because she was cool and he was cool. Kisame is awesome. Shark Sword. You can be above Zabuza. His sword is really freaking cool, though. And then I'm gonna get the rest of these two names wrong. But the guy with multiple lives had cool powers and then also introduced the Rasen Shuriken. And I thought his fight in Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 was fun. And you can be above the good boy. He was one of my favorite Katsukis, if I'm being honest. He can be on the bottom of A tier. Itachi, though. I love my boy Itachi. I love my boy Itachi a lot. Some would say that he is my favorite. And those some are very correct. He's my absolute favorite. So I think this guy is cool because of how important he is to the war, because he can create all of these guys. But of course these guys are just fodder, so they can go down there. I wasn't a fan of this Akatsuki at all. Do I know why? Not really. You can be at the top of D tier. Pain is sick as hell. All no pain. You can be under Rock Lee. Shit. Yes. Yes, you can. Now, Obito, Toby, Madara, all the names that he was given. Which I don't even think I have Madara on the list. And I'm pretty sure I tried looking for him too. So, that's wild. I'll make sure to say that at the end. So, Toby is probably one of my favorite villains of the show. Is my favorite villain. Just trying to think. I don't even know why. I just feel like I'm hurting their feelings if I rank them so low, which is not true because they don't exist. But it's like they're looking at me and it's like, why are you putting him above me? You know? Yeah. You belong up there. Your story's amazing. Whatever you rank Toby, you have to rank Guy. No. Guy didn't beat up him. Guy beat up Madara. So, Toby's cool. Toby didn't get his shit rocked. Yeah. They're different people, Wyatt. Wood Guy. Splitting hairs. Wood Guy. Wood Guy's okay. He can be above Tamari. And so I don't like Sai. You can be a top of D tier. Maybe. There we go. And I don't know why I like this guy either. And I'm going to keep saying this guy. I'm terrible at remembering names, especially when it comes to anime. Absolutely terrible. I just know my people. Okay? But this guy has a cool sword. He does water stuff. Just like Kisame and Zabuza. And that alone puts him pretty high up there. So he can be above Kabuto, but not above Good Boy. You can be above him because your powers are pretty much the same, but you're just not as, I don't know, but you belong up there. Kyrene kind of, I don't know, she just feels like a Sakura knockoff, just Sasuke's new group, Sakura. You can be down here. Let's get a text. Oh, fuck. Killer Bee's funny. He's also someone that kind of I got tired of pretty quickly. You can be up there. The thing was glitching, but you can be behind the clay guy. Not clay guy. The puppet guy. Now we're getting to like the war arc characters, which are like, I wasn't a fan of this Kage. I feel like I am in my own little world when I say that, but I wasn't the biggest fan of him. His jutsu's cool. He's overpowered as hell. But he kind of reminds me of Yoda in a sense, where he's just super tiny and is badass. Okay, I feel wrong. Every time I see this guy, I'm like, he doesn't belong here. Get down there. Get down there. It just didn't feel right every time I saw him. Now the lightning Kage Sick. Cooler than Killer Bee. Cooler than him. Cooler than him. I'll put him right under Zabuza. Yes, I feel good with that. She also has some pretty decent moments, but nothing that was like crazy. You can be in the C tier. This is also just a guy with a sword and water abilities, and that's enough. That's enough for me. So you can be with the other cool sword guy. I'm a simpleton. I'll say it. I'm a simple-minded guy. Big sword, pointy teeth. You're going up. All three of these guys are cool too. Swords, lightning, two of my favorite things. So you're gonna go into the B tier. You know, let's just have a sword party in the B tier. Yes, 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 of course. I feel good about it. You guys should feel good about it too. And I'm just realizing that there's someone else in the list I'm missing. I'll get to that later. But I also don't want to find them on stream, because I feel like that'll be embarrassing if I pass over them, and then you guys are going to be like, oh my god, he was right there, and I'm going to be like, right where? And you're going to be like, right there, and I'm just going to keep holding my mouse over it, and then you're going to say right, left, up, or down, and it's just going to be super confusing, and I don't want to go through that. So first and second Hokage I like equally. Okay, let's just start at the B tier, because I know they're at least that good. I like him more than him. I like him more than him. I like him more than my sword guys. Better than the good boy. Better than him. Better than Shino. Better than Ino. Better than her. Better than Neji. Better than Killer B. Better than you. But I don't think I like them more than my immortal scythe guy. So I'm going to put them at the top of B tier. I don't think they're going to go any lower. They're the anime looking guy right there. Third Hokage had some great moments in the Naruto series. This heart. So you can be bottom of A. You can be above the two youngsters. Fourth Hokage though. Top. You can be top of A tier. Didn't have a lot of moments in the anime, but they were very special. And whenever he was in a video game before he was like prominent, I always used him because I thought all of his moves were super cool. And we all knew who he was, even though they didn't say who he was, but we knew who he was. So, you know, playing him in the game was like, ooh, we're gonna put a smacking to you. Whoever you are. Don't want to spoil it for someone else, but he does look like somebody you would say. It's a secret. They'll never announce, but it's a secret. Tsunade I wasn't a huge Tsunade fan, if I'm just being honest. You can be top of C tier though. This Hokage as well. I shouldn't say Hokage, that's the wrong word for it. You can be the falling down pretty fast. Oof. No. There we go. And you belong there. And I think you actually belong above there. There we go. And that's a good boy. Absolutely good boy. Sasuke's dad spoilers. My fault. My fault. Actually, he's Gaara's dad. Clear resemblance. This pig, though, fuck this pig. Absolutely. I don't know if it's more of an insult to put at bottom of annoying or bottom of F tier, but whatever is the most insulting is where this pig needs to fall. Yeah, that feels right. And then the ramen guy, every time that he was there, I loved him on the show. So you can be above Konohamaru. Now this is the other one I forgot to put on the list. Forgot to put on the Ninetales. And I wanted to put on the Ninetales. Maybe I can find it like so fast. Just using my crazy... There he is! Oh my god, I'm the best. S. Bottom of S, but S. Just the growth in the character from being super evil demon to being the bestest of all boys. Yeah, Kurama's the best. And then we came to learn to love the Sand One, and he's, I think, looks wise, he's the most intimidating in my opinion. I'll put him right there in the A tier. Didn't really get to do a lot. Yeah, he can be behind Water Boy. That feels right to me in my soul. Okay, so now we're in the tier or the area of good dads. Where's Aaron? Fuck off, Doug. Glad you watch anime, Doug. My favorite of, like, I'll rank these as first. They did what they were supposed to. But Shikamaru's dad, I think, is super cool. And there is a certain moment with him and Shikamaru after a certain thing happens to one of Shikamaru's closest people. And that puts him above the good boys because he's a good dad. And honestly, I can't remember moments between these two and their kids, so that's also inflicting my judgment. It's been a long time since I've seen the show. Okay, now we're talking about the best dad in the world. It's Iruka Sensei. He's the dad that stepped up. He's awesome. Bottom of S. Weak ass ninja that they presented, but he was there. Yeah, I know it's deserving. Yeah, I don't know why people saying that, like, good dad over here. Iruka, you think third Hokage should be way lower? Why? I'm curious. Convince me, Wyatt. Because honestly, I think I could be convinced. Bad dad. You know, that's true. Bad dad. Oof. How about below Killer Bee and above Neji? Also weak ninja. He lost to Orochimaru, okay. That's pretty, just because, you know, Jutsu doesn't... Losing to Orochimaru isn't, like... It's pretty easy to do. That guy literally knows all of the jutsu. And then we're going to the aliens. I did not like the aliens. We just, like, you know, we just didn't have to go there, you know? You can be there. Like, and it made Boruto so weird. Because when you reach aliens, right, and you haven't even invented a cell phone, where are we supposed to go? Boruto has invented cell phones at this point. They're far in technology, but I'm talking about mainly Naruto. I thought going that route was kind of odd. Don't make them aliens. Make them like ancient. Make them like Anakin Skywalker. They were born from chakra or something. I don't know. I thought that was a weird path for them to take. But the fights were cool. And that's why they're not in the F tier. This guy didn't do much. You know, I wanna call Gabe real quick and see if he can hop into chat real quick, and then we can have a discourse about the list. But he might be busy, so I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Okay, he said he'd be here in a minute, but he'd only be in here for a quick minute. Okay, so Wyatt, while we're waiting for Gabe, do you think I should raise anyone or lower anyone? Raise Guy? You're right. Guy should be top of A tier. As much as I love Rock Lee. God. See, the Guy treatment that they gave him should have happened to Rock Lee. Absolutely. Or do it. Have them do it together, you know? Have them use that bond to reach past that 8th gate. I don't know. I'm upset about my boy being done dirty because he was top 3 for so long. Oh yeah, I forgot Madara. Okay, maybe I could look for Madara real quick while Gabe's down here. Okay, Wyatt, tell me if you see him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's Madara? Where's Madara? Where's Madara? Where's Madara? Where's Madara? Where's Madara? Madara? Hello? Madara? Madara. Madara. I feel like he's just not on the list. Oh, there he is. Found him. I'm the best. Oh yeah, it's very big. Okay, so Madara is the last one I need to rank. Has to be below Guy, because Guy gave him the fucking smoke. But yeah, welcome Gabe. This is my tier list. I feel like I've done the anime community justice, you could say? Or I could be having the worst takes ever, but I'm also going off of the memory of 18-year-old to younger me from like a decade ago watching this show. So, and I've excluded Boruto from the timeline in here. It was me and Wyatt both talked about that game. We also think that that's weird, but the fact that there's like 8 different pictures of Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura and all these other people, but that was the only picture of Tamari, wild. By the way, the two puppers in B tier is for good boy, and then the dad above them is because of good dad, and then of course best dad's up top. You can agree with like me saying that or my whole list? Because I'm willing to right here and do this should be lower. Oh, Kairi? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can agree that she could be lower. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. Oh yeah, Gabe, do you think putting the pig at the bottom of F tier or the bottom of annoying tier is more of an insult? Because I think that's where the pig should be. Because I just remember there being an episode where it keeps running away and squealing the whole time, and it really made me upset, and I've never forgiven it to this day. That's my grudge. My anime grudge. Yeah, honestly, don't even remember pig. That's fair. So F tier's fine. F tier's fine. Alright. I think that is a tier list. Done. Blocked from memory. That's fair. I think whenever I finish other anime shows, I'll do this. Like when Demon Slayer ends, Attack on Titan ends, when I get caught up in Bleach, and then when My Hero ends, obviously. So that was a fun little good time. Fun little 50-minute stream. Spent like okay, sorry. I'll let you finish. I feel like your wait is you spotted a big uh-oh. Ramen Dad is not S tier. See, my only justification for that is because of how many times we really saw him. How dare I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll meet you in the middle. Okay, you can be at the bottom of A tier. Okay, because I do agree he was a big part of Naruto's life. It just happened to only be in a ramen shop. A tier's fine. A tier's a good tier for our ramen king. One of 4 dads. I said that Aruka was the dad that stepped up. Should not be the same rank as Konohamaru. Yeah, Konohamaru's great, you know. If only he got a glow up in punk ass kid. If only he got the Boruto glow up in Naruto. And he's also kind of a dweeb in Boruto, let's be real here. Oh yeah, I could never find the arrow guy, Gabe, so he's just right in there. And then the other sage toad I couldn't find, but it's just going to be next to him. So, okay, now that's the list. It's been done. It's law now. And anyone in the YouTube comments that I'll post this on, I'm sorry if I've offended you, but it's an anime, so you'll get over it. I'm sure. You don't hold this to your heart. I'm sure of it. But you can always just have gentle conversation in the comments if you want. And like, comment, subscribe, come follow me on my Twitch. We talk shit a lot. It's mostly chill though, and we play games. So yeah, that is the stream. And everyone who joined, I thank you. It was a fun time. And a short time. And short times are the best. Men? Yes. Alright. Good night, everyone.